Hello, everyone, and welcome to the studios here at Culpeper Media Network. My name is Jonathan Krawczyk, station manager, and as always, it is my pleasure to welcome to the studios Executive Director of the State Theater Foundation, Mr. Stephen Barker. Stephen, how are you, buddy?
Doing fine, John. Thank you.
You know what? Whoa, hey, you're just getting right into it.
I am.
First off, thanks for coming in again. It's always nice to see you on a monthly State Theater Spotlight program.
Absolutely. We thoroughly enjoy coming and talking about what we're doing at the State Theater.
Well, we're going to have a little bit of fun this month like we do every month. We got some great news. And first off, great news, great events, and a great time at the State Theater. Before we get started, what do we do customarily is run back a little bit through the past month.
Absolutely.
As we approach June, and we're in June, we look back at May, you had some great, wonderful events.
We did.
Our previous show, we had so many events, jam-packed. But kind of one of the ones I want to talk about in particular were our community theater, the Piedmont Players, worked with Charlotte's Web.
Absolutely.
Talk to us a little bit how that went.
Well, it was fantastic. This was the first musical that the Piedmont Players did. We had some great talent. Riker Simpson played Wilbur. Samantha Lowe played Fern. A second grade teacher, Kim Schrader, from Pearl Sample, played Charlotte, and she was the puppeteer. Charlotte was a really cool puppet. And Tom Nevasier, who is a retired orthopedic surgeon, played Homer Zuckerman, and there were many other wonderful community players involved. And we put up the show, 10 grueling weeks of great rehearsal, and we put up a fantastic show. Had a lot of success, saw a lot of people come out over that past weekend, and very happy to say that now we have production 2 in the books. And so Piedmont Players, production 2, Piedmont Players is moving steadily along.
So, but there's going to be more from them.
Oh, there's a production number 3.
Oh, well, you can't just say that. You got to tell me a little bit of something.
I want to tease it out. I'll give you a hint, John. Follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Oh, that's a tough clue. Oh, really? They're doing Oz?
We are. After a very careful search from the associate producers, which is the governing group of the Piedmont Players, we decided to produce for our community The Wizard of Oz.
I'm excited. Now, do we have a tentative date for that?
It is. It is the last weekend of August, August 26th, 27th, and 28th. And we just finished up auditions, and it is cast, and people are accepting their parts, and it's going to be a fantastic production.
I think it most certainly will be.
So I do apologize, John. The role of the lion is cast.
Seriously, if I could be typecast as anything, it would probably be the Cowardly Lion. But wait a minute. No, but that's. I'm really looking forward to that. With the success of the previous performances, I'm really excited. Although I tell you what, I am not envious of the set designer for for Oz. Well, that's got to be difficult.
It is, because I'm doing it.
Are you serious?
So, yeah, I am actually. I can say I'm not directing this particular show. I did direct the last 2, but we reached out to a gentleman in Remington, Leland Shook, who has a lot of directing experience. He's a friend of mine. And so that I can focus more on some of the administrative duties at the State Theater, we have an outside director coming in to direct the show, part of our Culpeper community. And so we're very excited about that. And we look forward to producing this show for our community.
And looking back again towards previous month of May, one of the other programs that you had, and really along the same lines of community, were the Bully Forums that you guys did.
Yes, the Bully Play Forum.
The Bully Play Forum. That is something that was unique, kind of new.
Absolutely.
Talk to us a little about how that went and how important that was to have in our community.
Absolutely. Well, we reached out to Winmore and the Stageworks program that they have, and we talked about doing an event that was more about social issues. And the first, it's a very prevalent, we know it's in the news right now, was about bullying and bullies, victims, bystanders. We reached out to one of our Piedmont Players, Freya Slocum, a young lady who actually, from the teens' perspective, they directed. We got a group of homeschool and public school teens together. They rehearsed at the State Theater and put together 3 small plays that were about bullying. Total took about 30 minutes of time. And then afterwards, we had a community forum to talk about what we saw in the plays, to foster a discussion about how we can help young people address bullying. And one of the, Jamie Clancy, who's a town council member, also with the Greater Piedmont Trauma-Informed Community Network, and also Winmore, Deb Smyers, their executive director, we put together a forum where adults who had experienced bullying in their lives talked about how they dealt with it. And then but what was really interesting is we made sure the kids had their voices. And they were able to kind of address the adults and say, you need to listen. You need to help us manage it. You need to not do it for us.
That's really good, because that gives you the ability to have both perspectives.
Absolutely. I think sometimes we're so worried about fixing kids' problems that we don't give them the real opportunity to just be giving guidance and fix them. It was a very successful event. We had over 100 people show up, which was amazing on a Wednesday night. It was a free event, and there was SOLs and lots of stuff going on, but we are very proud of the event. It's something, personally, I know theater can do, is give a community an opportunity to engage in a discussion to address a social problem and heal itself. So.
Well, if we're doing that, which we have, are we looking for more opportunities in the future to be able to do so?
Absolutely.
Whether or not be with the bully forums, but
absolutely no. I work with Jamie Clancy all the time about differing ideas. We've talked actually about the news of the drug problem in the area, homelessness. We've talked to other foundations about wellness issues. How can we address issues of Alzheimer's or dementia? So the beauty of the theater is that it has the ability to, as it says in Hamlet, hold the mirror up to nature and let her see herself. Very nice. I think that's what we're trying to do, is use the theater to not only just be a place of entertainment, but a place of engagement and education.
Well, speaking of that, you say it very well. The theater serves a community as a reflection of what the needs of the community and the community itself.
Absolutely.
So as we look towards this month, we again are looking at a jam-packed, a complete, massive listing, weekend after weekend of great offerings of our state theater. So as we look towards the month of June, as we do always in the spotlight, let's turn towards the first weekend in June.
Absolutely.
Let me know what we got going on.
Well, the first weekend is about grooving and moving. And we open up on a Thursday night, which we know school's out now, and we want everyone to come out and enjoy the theater. And so summertime gets us a little bit of freedom. And we have a really great New Orleans funk band called Flow Tribe.
Flow Tribe.
Flow Tribe. And all I can say is, we've been playing their YouTube all week in the office. It gets you moving, and I can promise everyone, come out to this concert. You'll be dancing in the seat, and I won't blame you. It's absolutely a riot to listen to them. It's got a great sound. I've been at the State Theater now for over a year, and this is one of those groups that if everyone's at here, I know this is the type of music you'll see everyone dancing in the aisles. Everyone will be enjoying it. It's a great show. It's totally in Culpeper's vibe. So absolutely, I know it's a Thursday night, but come out 7 p.m. Flow Tribe. Tickets start at $15, and it's just a fun evening to be had.
Well, if the past calendar is any indication, people don't mind hanging out and listening to live music, especially on a Wednesday or even a Thursday evening. So
absolutely.
So as we'll start on June 2nd, what's after that?
After that, on June 3rd, we just want to make a plug for our summer camps. That is the first summer camp registration closes for the next week. And we have a whole summer of 1 week and 2 week camps planned. So this is for the first 1 week and 2 week session. We are a partner with Culpeper Parks and Recreation. So you can go to their website and register for those classes. And I want to point out, a lot of people are looking at, parents are cost conscious, and they're looking at summer camp and what it costs. But I'd like to point out that for our summer camps, the 1 day half day, or the 1 week half day, starts at less than $8 an hour per student, and that's often cheaper than babysitting and cheaper than daycare. And with us, you're not just getting a counselor in training. You're getting an actual artist who's teaching your children valuable life skills and creativity and collaboration. So check out our website under education to see all of our camp offerings and realize that it's a great value for this community and a wonderful investment for your child's summer.
All right. Well,
so that's June 3rd. But moving on, the next event is our heavy metal benefit to fight cancer.
okay.
For those of you who are fans of Black Sabbath, there is a tribute band called Children of the Grave. They approached us. They do this annual fundraiser in honor of Black Sabbath's Tony Iommi, who is one of the original members of Black Sabbath, and they are raising money to fight cancer. So it's a really interesting mix. I had my own heavy metal phase in high school.
I think we all
We all did, right? Even had the hair at one point, but yeah, stop picturing it, John. You're trying. Just don't worry about it.
I really kind of was, to be honest.
But anyway, but it's a great cause to fight cancer. It's definitely been affecting people in my life, and I know we have Relay for Life and all that going on as well. But so either come on out to the concert and see, if it's just style music, by all means, and if it's not, maybe buy a ticket just because it is a fundraiser, and all of the money is going to fight charities that fight cancer.
Wonderful.
So,
I'm looking forward to it.
And then there's Sunday.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're busy right out the gate in June. You're
Absolutely.
just busy. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and now the...
And we're very happy for June 5th at 3:30. We are always happy to work with Marie School of Ballet, who is one of the resident ballet dance schools in Culpeper, and they are doing their tour around the world. So ballet and styles of dance that reflect different styles around the world. I'm always happy. Amber Marie is a great colleague in town. We love working with her, and the recital's selling fast, actually. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, you need to get your tickets, and it's for a great cause. And Marie School Ballet is one of our great partners. We do the performance with them on a ticket split. So half of the proceeds go to support Marie School Ballet for the next year, and half go to support the State Theater.
That's a great partnership.
It's a fantastic partnership. Amber is a great colleague in town, and we love working with her.
Well, and again, people are going to notice as we go through this calendar listing, and hopefully they've noticed already for the past months that we've done this, the partnerships, the working up with not only local organizations, but local businesses. I mean, we've already talked about partnering with local studio, Piedmont players, and here we are doing fundraising for cancer. It's amazing what's going on.
And we're that's how we are in the arts. It's working together with others to make a difference. So the Marie School of Ballet, their tickets are $17 for the adults, $12 for kids. You can go online at culpepertheater.org, or you can always come by our box office Wednesday through Saturday 10 to 2 and pick up those tickets for the recital.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. Do me a favor, looking for some let's do the website, the contact information. You mentioned it, so I have to I have opened the
floodgates. So our website is www.culpepertheater.org, and you can call our box office at 540-829-0292. And you can also stop by the State Theater box office again Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 2, and also 2 hours before every show.
All right. So turning back towards your calendar of events, I really want to see a good movie that I may not have seen.
Like a classic actors, a few classic good actors.
Yeah, I could go.
Is that on your bucket list, John?
What? Hey, that was a really good segue right there. Very nice.
I do what I can. Well, we're actually really excited to announce a new series of programming for the State Theater. It's called the Silver Screens Matinee Program. We have been talking a lot to our retirement community, our active adult communities, and they're really looking for things to do during the week in matinee hours. They don't want to drive when it's dark, and I thoroughly understand that. Absolutely. So we talked to them. This was a feedback process. We've been talking to them for about a month or two about what they wanted, and we came up with the matinee program. And to kick off our matinee program is the Morgan Freeman, Jack Nicholson film, The Bucket List.
A very good movie.
And we have a great partnership going on with this particular series. the folks who want to can make a reservation up until Monday noon before the movie to not only get the movie, but they get a catered lunch from Grill 309. So, and Grill 309, Brittany and James Longhorn are great friends of the theater. They're our neighbors. And so for the whole series for the month of June, they are our caterers. So $14 gets you a wonderful Mediterranean spread, and then from 12:30 to 1:30, and then 1:30 we show the movie for folks to enjoy. And when the movie's all said and done, they can finish their day in a nice air-conditioned theater as we start getting hot in the summer months, and then head on. And it's sort of a great outing to engage the seniors of our community so that they can come out and enjoy the theater on a time schedule that's convenient for them.
I think it's a great idea. I want to talk about that again later on as we move, looking back at the entirety of the program. But because we have so many events, I got to hear about the next one.
The next one. Well, we tried this way back in February. We started a teen takeover dance. And we got a lot of feedback, and we worked on retooling it. And then, of course, we didn't want to compete with our proms and other things going on. So we're bringing back our teen takeover dance for the summer. We plan to have one every month. And the first one is June 7th at 7 p.m. And it is School's Out for Summer.
Absolutely. And yeah, you said it. School's
Absolutely.
out now.
School is out for summer. It's a $5 cover to get in. Which is less than we charged last time. So we're hoping, and the dance this time is for 11 to 16-year-olds. Okay. So it's specifically meant for parents. Drop your kids off, let them have a good time. We know that the 17 and 18-year-olds, mostly they're all working, and so I heard a lot of feedback from our wonderful high school students and our student advisory board that really the older kids aren't interested, and the younger kids are looking for those social things to do.
Well, it is that age bracket where, as you get a teenager, you kind of be cool and hang out. But then you're still at that age where you just want to get together and have fun.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, and this is a great indication.
And it's a great evening. We transform the stage to kind of be a really cool club atmosphere. Get the LED lights going, get a little fog machine action. We have another DJ lined up, Ian Cheney, I believe, who's giving his services for free, and we want to have a fun dance party.
I'm sure you certainly
will. And
it
gives the kids a place to go in the summer months and just have some socialization and bring them downtown, because they need to come downtown to their community and see what their downtown and that is about. So
well, $5 cover, that's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. All right, so I'm looking for some more traditional music coming up. Probably next day, maybe?
2 days later.
2 days.
We do take a few breaks. We have our open mic night. Piedmont Local Talent presents open mic night. $5 cover. Run by Teddy Deal. We are always taking folks, anybody who wants to play.
You're going to give me an email address, aren't you?
I am. All they have to do is email us at events, events, at culpeppertheater.org. We're looking to fill our roster, and we want to fill it sooner rather than later, because we'd love to promote all those local musicians coming out to play. You got to email so you can get on the billing to let people know about it. And we understand some people are like, well, shouldn't you just be able to show up? We do appreciate that, by all means. But it is helpful if you email us and we have you on the roster ahead of time, we get to promote it. So
give me that email address again.
I will. Events at culpeppertheater.org.
Okay.
So sign on up.
So any type of genre is welcome?
Any type of genre is great. It should be either an acoustic sort of set. We're not looking for big bands, although we have some ideas for some Battle of the Bands coming up soon. But this is just 2 or 3 musicians jamming, creating a really good sound, so people can maybe hear you, discover you. You get to work on your craft. That's us nurturing. That's our partnership with local talent. We want to nurture them so that they can take off, that they can become the next Alex Caruso, they can become the next James Tamelkoff, they can become the next Kenny Alphen.
Well, unfortunately, the next people didn't get their start in the State Theater.
They did not.
But they're coming to play the
State
Theater.
Absolutely. So for our bluegrass fans, we're bringing an international bluegrass act called the Kruger Brothers. They've got a great sound. And like I said, in the year I've been here, I've learned to really appreciate some bluegrass. I marvel at those guys with the 6 strings playing.
Extreme talent.
Extreme talent. And these are folks that really have some skill. We're very excited to have them here. And it's a real great low-cost ticket. It's $22 a person, straight across the board. General admission. People can sit where they want. Come on out and listen to some great bluegrass.
I'm excited for that. So we have more music, but again, a different genre. I like the duality between what we just mentioned and what is to come. What's next?
Well, we're very fortunate that local resident David Cook has a friend and a man named Emil Pandolfi, and Emil is one of these great classic musicians. What he can do with the piano is amazing, and he sings all the American standards, all those songs that people all cover that are just nice and mellow and Broadway and dramatic and all these things. So Emil is coming to us with special vocalist Dana Russell, and this is the second in our Stage Alive matinee series. So we talk about partnerships. Peter Williams with the Stage Alive Concert Association and I decided to have Emil as a 3 p.m. matinee. Again, reaching out to our audience that doesn't necessarily want to drive late at night. So
well, it's great because your day is not. You still have this wonderful performance,
absolutely,
and you still get more of the day to talk about the performance.
Oh, absolutely.
And see how great it was.
And what I really like about matinees is folks can come out to a matinee. That show will finish about 5, and instead of going home after a late night show, they have the time to go to any of our wonderful restaurants, from Grill 309 to Thai Culpepper to Fody's to Fusion to It's About Time to Copperfish, to any one of our restaurants.
You know, you were naming.
Wait, who did I forget?
Somebody, I can't think of it, but somebody's gonna be like, you mentioned them all, but not me.
Oh, Uncle Elders.
There you go.
I think, and Frost Cafe, Four Seas. Pancho Villa, whoever you want to go to, you have the ability to enjoy a concert and then go talk about it with your friends at one of our great restaurants downtown.
Could not agree with you more.
So
the matinee is perfect.
Flavor on Main. That was the last one. They can even go to Flavor on Main and enjoy one of their great cocktails.
Listen to you. You're good. That was a good one.
So we were really looking forward to that. That concert's $20.
Okay.
Again, it's part of our Stage Alive matinee series, so it is working in a partnership with that. And of course, we have a great sponsor in David Cook, who is very generous to sponsor the event.
Stage Alive bringing some world-class talent.
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
Absolutely.
All right, so continuing on again with the jam-packed Jovial June.
That was impressive.
I had that one in my back pocket.
I was liking that.
Yeah. So continuing on, we are looking at the very next day, right?
Not the next day, the same day.
What?
And the same day, and actually the hour before. And it's exciting for us. We love Winmore, the Winmore Foundation for the Arts, their StageWorks program, and we're excited because we are relaunching the Grill's Black Box Theater as a theater performance space. We are very beneficial, of course, to Mr. Grills for sponsoring the Black Box, but reaching out, you
just had some help with that recently.
We just did, because another great Joe in town, Joe Weld, we reached out to him and said, look, we really need some really good curtains in the Black Box space. And Joe is more than generous and gave the funds to help us install, in fact, they just got installed today, a beautiful set of blackout curtains so that we can transform the Black Box into a wonderful, intimate performance space.
Oh, nice.
So Salt and Pepper, which is being produced by Winmore and directed by John C. Carlson, who's with Studio C Photography. That is going to be performing at 2 p.m. in the Black Box on June 11th. And so it's also a really neat experiment for us. We're going to, because we want to expand the State Theater so that there can be 2 events going on at the same time, so that we are a center for the arts and people can come and enjoy multiple things. So we're very excited to support that, and it'll be a great experiment. And
I think it'll be great. It'll be nice to come to one of the shows and just to see how it's going to work.
Absolutely.
With you have the main stage and then the Black Box
Absolutely.
Theater being used as it was intended.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're very excited. We want folks to come out. You won't be able to see both shows, so we hope that you'll come out to one of them. And again, that's supporting the State Theater and Winmore as well. So we're very excited about that.
All right, so talk to me about, you do get no rest because the next day you are again having another event on
We
June
are.
12th, is it?
We are. And this is one of our great partnerships of all the downtown shops. Main Street Hair Studio, Corey, I think Giori, I hope I'm saying that correctly. She is a fantastic organizer and is spearheading the second annual Piedmont Princess Day.
Oh,
So if you have a little girl
I do.
who you think is a princess,
Oh, she is.
you can bring her downtown and she can be pampered and she can enjoy tea parties and enjoy crafts and stop by the State Theater to enjoy a princess movie or two.
Ooh, what are the princess movies or two?
At 2 p.m., the State Theater's participation is that at 2 p.m. we are showing Anastasia,
Okay.
which is a wonderful movie about a lost princess.
Don't give me any spoilers.
That's all I said.
Okay, all right.
And then at 5 p.m., it's A Tale as Old as Time. It's
Song as old as rhyme?
Beauty and the Beast.
Aww.
So we'll be having 2 showings of movies. I know last year we heard a lot of great feedback from some of the parents who were like, we would have liked an earlier movie because some of the younger kids tire out a little sooner. And then 5 p.m., for anybody who's participating in the whole day. So we have this beautiful Princess Day event. And we have a few surprises that we're working on, but you might be able to have your princess get a picture with one of Culpepper's Prince Charmings.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I was booked that day, but thank you for telling me.
You're not.
Okay, wait a minute. All right, fine. Thank you for dashing my dreams wholeheartedly.
If you want to come and wear the fluffy shirt and the tights, John, you can come.
I have them already.
Now I'm leaving this conversation alone. Okay.
Well, let's go through. I think our first is what, June the 12th we're looking at?
June the 12th, Salt and Pepper, which is again being produced by Stageworks. Because we have Princess Day, they're actually going to be performing at Prince Michelle Winery.
Okay.
And the reason we're connected to that is because of our partnership with Winmore, we are still ticketing the event. So folks who want to maybe come to Emile Pandolfi at 3 p.m. and want to skip Princess Day at the State Theater can head out to Prince Michelle and watch Stageworks' production of Salt and Pepper out there. We are still ticketing the event, and because of the graciousness of Winmore, we still are doing a ticket split because it's a co-production. So you can head out to Prince Michelle, enjoy a glass of wine and a little bit of theater.
All right, so moving through the remainder of month of June.
Yes.
We are looking at, I think our next event is June the 18th.
June the 18th. It's a quiet weekend for us. Nothing on Friday, nothing on Sunday. We do need to let our staff rest a bit, but we are always happy to work with our partners, the Library of Congress, for their annual Mostly Lost event. So Mostly Lost is a great film festival headed up by Rob Stone, who works with the Library of Congress as, I believe, the moving image curator. So I hope, Rob, I got your title right. And it is a fantastic series based on silent films that were almost lost to us. So it's $10. The Library of Congress is generous enough to have the festival, and all of the proceeds go to benefit the State Theater.
That's incredible.
So and again, it's a beautiful partnership. We're always thankful to them. They are so amazingly supportive, helping us with all of our other film programs. And so this is one of their big events, and we're happy to support it, and we want everyone to come on out and really see some really interesting films like you wouldn't think are, engaging, but remember, this is silent film, an era where they had to do so much storytelling through voice, or not voice, but gesture and look.
Some would argue that it is true storytelling, or
It is.
storytelling at its finest.
It really is.
Some film buffs who may or may not be in the building as we speak.
Absolutely.
I don't know who they are.
So that's what's happening on June 18th. And
All right.
again, 8 p.m., $10, and all the proceeds support the State Theater.
Like it. So moving on, we are looking at, I believe, the 21st of June?
The 21st of June, it is the second in our Silver Screens Matinee series. And again, 309 is doing for $14 you get lunch and a movie. Grill 309 providing. Or if you just want to come, instead of at 12:30 for lunch, come at 1:30 for the movie. And it is the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel.
Ooh, another great movie.
It really is. We got a lot of great feedback from our matinee group that what they wanted to see. This is one of those films, and it's a fun little story about a whole lot of wonderful retired British people who go to India to retire, and hilarity ensues. So,
I wish they had we had trailer music behind you.
I try.
In a world.
In a world. But we look forward to, again, building this program. We hope to engage our entire retirement senior community, active adults, however they wish to identify. We are here for them. We want to engage them at the State Theater and know that they have stuff, events, a lot of matinee things to do at the State Theater. So.
Well, June certainly isn't over because it's not the end. If it's not the end, it's not over.
No.
So what's next?
June 23rd, which is a Thursday, 7:30, another Culpeper Dance Studio, Balletta Main Academy, is having their recital. It's $10, and their event is not only supporting their company, but actually some of the proceeds go to Yowl Meadow Elementary School.
Okay.
So, if you want to come out as a fundraiser for Yowl Elementary, come on out and watch some great dance from another great Culpeper Dance Studio, and support our local schools at the same time.
All right, so while we have a moment here, I know folks are itching to get their tickets, learn more information about all these events. You guys are on Facebook, obviously. Now I can like the page and figure out, and you guys send out a lot of stuff. Give me that Facebook address, or do I just go? I think the best just to Culpeper Theater.
Go State Theater, yeah. Go State Theater Foundation or Culpeper State Theater, and you will find our Facebook feed. You can follow our event feed. And what I would love to ask everyone to do is like it and share it and get the word out, because social media is just one of those great avenues that helps people know about what's going on at the State Theater. A lot of people, you can subscribe to our event feed and it will pop up and tell you what things are happening. But we really hope the community of Culpeper can and beyond can share out, share what's going on in downtown Culpeper. Get people to come downtown. Tourism is a great industry, and telling your friends, hey, this is playing in my hometown, why don't you come to town and we'll go out and we'll have fun. That's one of the reasons the State Theater is here. It's part of our economic development. It's our tourism, and it's what brings people to Culpeper, and for some of us, it's what helps us stay in Culpeper. So.
Well, again, one more time, culpepertheater.org.
Culpepertheater.org for our website. Go under the events tab. You can see everything that's going on. That's weekend entertainment or matinee entertainment. And you can go under education and see everything that's going on in summer camps. And you can actually go under support, and you can donate, become a member, or even just fill out a volunteer application.
Good job. That's exactly what I was getting at. Didn't even have to segue you to it. Very nice.
We're getting good at this.
Eventually, after like a year or so, we'll just have it nailed down and just popping them out left and right. So as we're trailing towards the end of June, but that does not mean that the events stop. In fact, next event is something that I'm really excited about.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about it. June 24th is the World Billboard charts, one of their best Celtic bands, Gaelic Storm. If you can tell, I'm a little bit more excited than this. This is my favorite band. I'm so excited they're coming. They were going to be coming last September. A band member had an illness in the family, so they weren't able to come. We rescheduled them for June 24th. And this is, I can tell you, we started with Flow Tribe at the beginning of the month. This is the band at the end of the month. You're not only going to be dancing in the seats, you're going to be dancing on the ceiling. In like a lion, out like a lion. Absolutely. All right, so now some people may not be familiar with Gaelic Storm, but they are. They are. How? If you watched Titanic way back in the 90s. Okay. And you remember when Leo and Kate are dancing down in Steerage? Yeah. This is the band that played down in Steerage. Oh. And so everybody knows Gaelic Storm. Okay. And they've had 12 albums since. Just great, fun music. I've been to a lot of their concerts personally in other places. It's always a great time. And it's a great ticket. I can honestly promise you, you will enjoy Culpeper. actually Culpeper, Fauquier, Orange, Rappahannock, Madison, Spotsylvania, you will enjoy this concert.
You're not in the least bit excited about
No,
this.
I'm not.
Not at all. All right, so talk to me about tickets.
Tickets start at $20 for the balcony, $30 for rear orchestra, $40 for the front orchestra. Again, this is one of those reserved seating shows, but we couldn't be more excited about it, and we really want people to come out and enjoy this band. It's not just Celtic, it's bluegrass, it's rock. They blend so many styles. The lead singer, Patrick, is a master storyteller, and not only do you get a great concert, you're gonna get some great stories, you're gonna laugh. They're just a fun band. They're one of the hardest touring bands. They do over 200 performances a year.
Jeez.
So they are a machine.
Well, when you talk about the events and bands coming to State Theater, I really wish you would kind of, put a little emotion into when you're talking about these.
I will. I will really try hard next time.
Just dial it up at least to 11.
Okay, 11. Oh, 11. Why? Because that's where it goes to.
That's
11.
what it goes up to. All right. So again, going out of June with like a lion, we have Gaelic Storm, but yet there is more.
There is more.
Returning favorite.
A returning local favorite. In fact, so favorite that we actually have 2 performances. Wes Isley, our fantastic regional local magician, is coming back with his Magic and Illusion show. And we have a 3 p.m. performance and an 8 p.m. performance. And we want you to bring the kids. It's $15 for the show. And again, it's just, there's new tricks to be seen. There's new illusions to be amazed at. We're very excited to bring Wes back. We added the matinee because we did hear from our parent patrons last time that some of them would rather come to an earlier performance with their kids. But as Wes and his lovely assistant and wife Natalie say, it's not just a kids show. This is a great show for adults. This is a great date night show. If you want to just bring, leave the kids with a babysitter and just be entertained, with your significant other, come on out to the show. I'm excited about it, and
Well, he's been here before, and I remember people talking about it for days after.
He has come back every year, actually, literally on the same weekend slot, and it's one of our most requested shows. I get a call at least once every 2 or 3 weeks saying, when is Wes coming back? So
he's coming back June 25th.
June 25th, absolutely.
2 shows,
Two shows, actually.
3 and 8.
And $15.
Wow, my memory is incredible.
I'm amazed.
I really picked that up right there.
Yeah, it was magic.
Simply just an illusion. All right, so as we close out the month of June, we have one more event, and I was kind of. Do you guys still doing the gaming tournaments?
We are, and
goodness.
we are. We have a great partnership between GameStop and Aaron's, and we worked with our GameStop folks, and we talked about what's more fun in summer but a few sports. So we're doing a sports tournament. So you can either come and play Madden 2K15 or NBA 2K15 on Xbox One. So if you're platform specific, this is an Xbox One tournament. Okay. And we adjusted our tournament. We are no longer starting at 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. We're starting registration at 11. Tournament start, yeah, I know. And tournament play starts at noon. And it is a cash prize, which and some other prizes from GameStop. It's a dual elimination tournament. All the rules are on our website. So if you're really great at Madden or you're really great at NBA 2015, come on out and put your skills to the test. And we're really excited for this tournament.
Again, finishing out the month, what a well-rounded month. We have national acts, local theater, partnerships with classic movies, great music, magic,
and more.
Right. And more.
And to point out, with the tournament, we have $15 as advance registration. The day of, it goes up to $20.
Okay.
So, and we want people to know that because we'd rather get your registrations in advance so that we can plan, and that's really important. And if you just want to come watch, it's a $10 spectator ticket. Because that helps. And again, tournaments, the gaming tournaments are great. All proceeds go to the State Theater. It's one of the best relationships we have with GameStop. They're so generous to help us out. But it's also reaching out to a segment of the population that this is different. But again, can you imagine playing Madden or NBA on the big screen.
Yeah, that is a huge asset.
Yep. And that's June.
That you say it so with such demurity. That's June.
Yeah.
If you had a microphone, you should probably drop it right now. That's June.
But you know, John, you've always kind of asked me if I can hint what's coming up beyond that.
Please tell me. Wait. Okay. I had to mentally prepare myself for what you're about to tell me because I know it's going to be good.
It's going to be good.
So
I finally am going to give you a sneak peek, John.
it's about darn time. So what are we looking at? July?
Well, two things in July I definitely want to talk about. One is we have National Bluegrass Country Phenomenon Daily in Vincent coming.
Ooh.
And the tickets are for sale. And of course, our favorite local boy, James Tamikoff, is opening for them.
Wow.
So that is going to be a full house concert. Start buying your tickets now. They are going fast. I cannot begin to tell you how fast they're going.
That show will definitely sell out. Now, if I want tickets, website?
www.culpeppertheater.org, John.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
So they're coming the 15th?
They're coming the 15th, and then 1 week later, we want to remind everybody that Dave Mason, the classic rocker, is coming back. He was scheduled in March. That he had to cancel and reschedule, and that's July 22nd at 8 p.m. So the month of July already has 2 great national acts that you should go ahead and get your tickets for now because they're going quick.
All right, so again, I need to log on to culpeppertheater.org.
Correct.
And get my tickets.
Correct.
All right. I tell you what, Stephen, again, want to look back at the program because we're very close to running out of time. Again, every single show that we do, when we look back, we have recurring themes or threads that weave themselves through the entire program. Again, we're talking partnerships. You have mentioned a number of partnerships. I'm not even going to go back because there were so many of them. We'll spend the same amount of time that we did to get here talking about them. But that is really what's, paramount to making this relationship work with the community and the State Theater. One of the things I really wanted to go back and dwell on for just a moment is that feedback. You were talking about how many changes that you've made or the State Theater has made to some of the programming based upon feedback. Again, through some of those partnerships with your Student Advisory Council and these other organizations, those people. And I think a lot of people are understanding, or at least I certainly am, that you're doing better, you're getting better and better because you're listening to the community that you are serving.
We know that feedback, I know feedback is an important part of the process of, and it goes back to listening. We're listening to our patrons, and we are listening to our donors, and we want to acknowledge everything they've already done for us. The State Theater, since 04-05, has had an amazing amount of donors that have given, and we know many of them have been thanked and they've been listened to, but we're offering up again to say, we want to hear from you still. This wasn't a one-time thing. We want your feedback. If there's any donor out there who's given in the past or present recently, my door is always open. I absolutely want folks to come in and say, here's my feedback and can you do something with it? Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. It's taken us 2 to 3 months to really get the Silver Screens Matinee program in process and some of these other, hearing about what type of performances. People want big name performances, but they want them at low cost, and that's always a trick,
that's the hard part to
fit in the budget. But again, I say to any donor out there, whether you gave 10 years ago or 10 days ago, my door is always open. In fact, not only my door, but we do have a new development director. The State Theater is moving forward, and we reached out and found a full-time development director, a seasoned individual. His name is Skip Hansen. He's fantastic. He's already been there 3 days and taught me more than I ever thought I'd learn about development. And that's helping with transitions. We are ever thankful that Amy Bowling came on board and she helped us get started. But Amy also has a beautiful little girl that she wants to spend some time with.
She's adorable.
And she's adorable. And so we're transitioning. Amy's taking a little bit of a step back, working in donor relations, helping us with some of the bigger gifts, and Skip is stepping into a more full-time role so he can address everything that needs to be done for the development of the development campaigns of the State Theater.
All right, so as we look back at the stuff we talked about today and looking forward, that's kind of what I want to leave us with, is that you are always constantly moving forward, looking towards the future. using what you have now to make it better tomorrow.
Absolutely.
I would ask if you have my tickets, but I know you have them waiting for me.
We've got your tickets waiting, John.
All right. Stephen, thank you so much. Always a pleasure to talk with you. Again, one more time, give me the list of, I want that website one more time.
Our website is www.culpepertheater.org, and our box office number is 540-829-0292. If you want to reach me at my office, it's 540-829-0293, and my extension is 101. So leave a voicemail. I hopefully will get back to you in an appropriate amount of time, but we are busy at the State Theater, so a lot of people try to contact us, and they want to know. There's just so much going on that sometimes it's a little difficult to back to everybody. And then email is tix@culpepertheater.org. Or signing up if you have a proposal for an event, events@culpepertheater.org.
Well, we must have done a good job today because you gave out your extension.
I did.
You're in trouble
I'm
now.
a little worried, actually. But no, it is about feedback. Earnestly, we want to hear from our donors. We want to hear from our patrons. We want them, we hear all suggestions. And, when we hear enough of the same feedback, we look at a plan for it. And we try to move forward as best we can. So, I'm always happy to hear advice, and or if you want to call and make a donation, I'll be happy to take that donation as well.
Absolutely. And again, that's all helping towards making the show, showcasing the arts to everyone.
Absolutely.
All right, Stephen, again, thank you so much. A pleasure to sit in the studio with you today.
Thank you for having me, John.
All right, folks. Again, we want to thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions or concerns, thoughts, feedback, or you just want to give them a hard time, you can go ahead and use the information in the program to contact our State Theater. We have a great month ahead in June. Of course, looking back, we've had an amazing time. But yes, we still have an amazing time still to come at our Culpeper State Theater. So, folks, we're looking forward to seeing you at the State Theater for one of the many wonderful events coming up in the month of June and beyond. And until we do see you there, you have yourselves a great day and a better tomorrow.